4. I'm behind it with lights on.
All right, you guys good? Yep. All right, Chief Star, just to check, about 12:30, this panic alarm went off.
Right, so good afternoon, Jakari Young, Chief of Police, Daytona Beach Police Department. At approximately 12:37 p.m., we got a panic alarm coming from Mainland High School. We have an SRO here on campus, so the SRO was immediately able to begin relaying information. There was a threat that occurred here yesterday where it was written on a bathroom wall about possibly shooting up the school today. So as a result of that, there was a bunch of additional resources that were already on campus in relation to the threat that was received yesterday. So apparently one of Mainland's faculty hit the panic alarm after a student ran out of the cafeteria making a statement in reference to a gun. So once they heard gun, they hit the panic alarm and every available unit responded to Mainland High School. Every surrounding agency responded to Mainland High School. The sheriff's office responded to Mainland High School. So I'm extremely grateful for all law enforcement throughout this county for their response here to Mainland High School. I'm also thankful for the medical staff, fire department, EMS personnel, and everybody for the total teamwork and the collaboration in the response to Mainland High School. It took a while to figure out exactly what we were dealing with. When we initially respond, we're trained to listen for the sound of gunfire. So you had a lot of officers teamed up going from classroom to classroom. And when we did that initial pass through, we wanted the kids to shelter in place. But then once we would clear a building, then we would circle back and have them exit as quickly as possible off campus. So in my opinion, it appeared to be somewhat organized chaos, but in the end, we couldn't hope for a better outcome. There's a lot of things that we got to clear up with the school itself, especially regarding the reunification process, because I think you guys saw a lot of students out here in the front lawn for a while, and then we made the decision to push them into the gym. We made the decision to push them into the gym because several students were getting sick. They were overheating, they were passing out. A couple students had seizures, so we made the decision to push them into the gym so that they can cool off. Of course, when you have an incident like this, it's going to be mass hysteria. Students are texting and calling their parents. Their parents are flying up here trying to get information. They're calling 911 in addition to the calls we've already gotten. So it takes us a while because we want to be able to make sure we verify and check every call that comes in and make sure every student that placed a call we can identify. There was an issue with keys. That's something we got to work through as far as being able to unlock doors and just check empty closet spaces, empty offices, so on and so forth. But all of that is going to be handled during the after action. All of that will be handled during the after action briefing with law enforcement. I'm also going to meet with the principal because I really want to thank the students of Mainland High School for their cooperation. The overwhelming majority of the kids did exactly what we told them to do. Some were excited, we have to expect that. But the overwhelming majority of these kids, they listened to instruction, they complied with direction, and that made this thing go as smoothly as it did. Again, there's things we got to work through and improve upon, but I'm really proud of the students of Mainland High School because for the overwhelming majority of them, they didn't panic, they listened, they complied. Even once they were released, a lot of them were trying to get back in to get their backpacks. So we had to tell them, don't worry about your backpacks right now, leave them on school property, and we'll get you your backpacks down the road. But again, on the whole, big picture, this was a dry run. This was a much needed dry run so that we can see strengths and weaknesses, because we do have some areas we can improve upon, but I'm proud as the chief today as a whole for the response to Mainland High School.
Chief, very quickly, you said a student allegedly shouted gun. Do you know who that student was? And was it something he saw, or was this whole thing, kind of
We don't know that. To be specific, we're still investigating that part. We're still reviewing videos to see exactly who was the one that yelled gun, if they actually saw a gun. I can tell you up until this time we haven't recovered a firearm, and most importantly, the only injuries were as a result of the heat, and then I believe we may have had a student or two that suffered a seizure, but we got medical attention for them immediately, and we were able to continue working through the situation.
Did you guys make the call, or did the school district make the call to the parents yesterday about the threat, or how?
Yes, the school sent out a message yesterday about the threat, is what I was told.
Okay.
Some parents here told us, we didn't know anything about yesterday, et cetera, and they should have been cops here this morning. You're saying they did.
There was extra resources on campus. There were extra guardians in the school today, and we were aware of it. The SRO was being vigilant, so that's why when that alarm went off, everybody immediately, who wasn't already here, everybody immediately flooded the area.
Are we looking to do more security cameras around the campuses throughout the Volusia County and Daytona Beach area?
Say it one more time.
Are we going to have more security on campuses and throughout the Daytona Beach High School area?
We're going to do our best, yes. Unfortunately, we had this issue last year. There were some of these kids think it's funny. That's why you have them writing it on the bathroom wall, because they think it's a joke. So we really got to crack down on those students who think this is a joke, and they start writing these vague threats or these specific threats on walls throughout campuses.
Will there be extra presence on Monday, just in case?
Yes.
And again, you're reviewing stuff to see if there's a responsible person for this. The teacher did what was right.
She did it exactly. When she heard gun, she hit the panic button, which is exactly what she should have done. Again, we got a lot of things we got to work through with the school as far as us working together with the school, but on the whole, all's well that ends well.
And it was shelter in place for the students until their classrooms were closed.
Until their classrooms were cleared, and then we evacuated them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.